And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Corralling rebounds. These teams are excellent at it. Here we go. How does that help a team's energy, Doris?
Well, I think you work so hard to contest shots. You have to finish the possession by making sure you corral the defensive rebound. Such an important part of the game.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. We've got him in Thompson, and it's Peters in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Marks. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Pass to King. 4 on the clock. And yep, it's good.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Here's Erickson. Intercepted! About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to Blackman. Now here's Thompson. Here's Peters. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Gomez, the pass to Garland. Uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Pass to Blackman. The 3 from Thompson. Rebounded by Kane. And here comes Cleveland. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans. There's a screen. Erickson, pass to Garland. Here's Erickson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gomez. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh my! What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Jacks up at 3. Rebounded by Kane. The Cavs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Garland. Here's Erickson. Back to Garland. Lets the 3 fly. Peters grabs a miss. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's King. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Garland looking around. Pass to Keith. Over to the left wing. Outside Garland. Here's Keith. 3-pointer. The rebound by Marks.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Over to the wing. Here's the pick. Pass to King. He shoots it. He's off on that one.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Outside Garland. Thompson outside. Here's King. Last game he had 34 points. 5 on the clock. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Outside Garland. Pass to Erickson. Here's Kane. No points yet. Here's Keith. Outside Garland. From outside the arc. The rebound by Blackman.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Doris, we got to give credit to Darius Garland for continuing to develop his body.
BA, like every smaller guard in the league, teams attack him defensively. So just like a Steph Curry, you build your strength and your balance, and you continue to play with pride on that end, and that is pivotal to his development.
And Cleveland calls the first time out of the game. All right, let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see which teams are leading the pack in steals right now. In third, the Pelicans.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Here's Erickson, defended by Thompson. Keith, the pass to Erickson. Pass to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the triple. Garland's got 5 now.
Garland is a tremendous three-point shooter. You've got to chase him out of those coveted corner spots.
Here's Owens. In his last outing, 8 points for him. The steal. And here comes the break. Here's Kane. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Here's King. Thompson outside. Here's King, guarded by Garland. King, the pass to Owens. 3 on the clock. Offline with a 3. Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Erickson. Inside. Here's Kane. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it, the athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now here's Garland. He's covered closely. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Garland's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, I like the no hesitation. Darius Garland knows you have to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Blackman. Here's Owens. Shot clock at 6. Blackman passes to King. And the shot goes in. King's got 8.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Cleveland calls timeout. A significant amount of games behind us now. Rookies are definitely starting to feel it, Doris.
I mean, at this point, it's been almost twice the amount of games they played during a college season. Very hard.
And we've got a line change for Cleveland. Here's Erickson. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Pass to Keith. There's the double with Thompson. Cleveland working the ball around now. And he makes it.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Owens, Thompson out there with Henderson, and it's Blackman in it to 2. King, the pass to Owens. And another one falls for New Orleans. Here's Erickson. Last game, he had 28 points. Pass to Gomez. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Gomez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
Garland, the pass to Erickson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Blackman. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Şengün checked in for the Cavaliers. It's intercepted. Now the Pelicans in transition. Here's Blackman. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. All right, a moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Cleveland. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis, going up against the Grizzlies. And then on Friday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Pass to Keith. Now Şengün. Here's Gomez. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's King. Give him 8. Blackman passes to Henderson. Thompson, a screen on Şengün. 5 to shoot.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. They set the screen. High arcing shot. Left side Garland. Pass to Gomez. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Shoots. Owens grabs the board.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Outside Garland. Here's Keith. Fires for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
1:43 left in the first half. Now here's Thompson. Tight defense on him. From downtown, the rebound by Gomez. Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Keith. 5 points in the game. Pass to Gomez. To the wing, right side. Keith, the pass to Erickson. Shoots over Thompson. And it's Erickson missing.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And here's Henderson, guarded by Garland. It's stolen by Garland. Here's Keith. Last game, 26 points for him. And there's the screen. Garland, the pass to Erickson. Clock at 2. Three-pointer. And King pulls it down.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson scanning the floor. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Orleans shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. The 3 from Craig. And that's not going to go. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans earning this break in the action, up 10. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the New Orleans Pelicans. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Pelicans.
Seems like they can't miss, just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Cavaliers trail by 10. They've got Darius Garland, and it's Kane in at the 4. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Outside Garland. Drops in the 3. Garland's got 12 points in the game.
Darius Garland clearly in a groove, and his teammates just rely on him to get great production.
Pass to Peters. They set a pick to the inside. Ball stolen. Here's Garland. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds. That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And he lobs it up.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Marks. No good again that time. The Cavs trailing. Outside Garland. Here's Keefe. He's got 5. Again, Cleveland scores.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Here's Kane. No good, off the front rim.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half. B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Outside Garland for the lead. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's King, guarded by Garland. The shot by Marks, no good.
this is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made one of your first 4 shots.
Outside Garland. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And there's a pick. Here's Erickson. That three's off the mark.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Gomez, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, Darius Garland showing good vision and making good decisions. Exactly what you need from your point guard.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Blackman. 5 points in the game. Here's King. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Cleveland. They're on a 15-4 run. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Erickson. Pass to Keith from the arc. Garland for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Garland's got 12 points here in the second half.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The Cavaliers leading. Pass to Gomez. Here's Keith, defended by Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. And no good. New Orleans has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's King. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's King, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Now here's Garland. Defense is right there. Pass to Keith. Out to Garland. From deep three-point range, Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's King. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. King's got 19 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Marks. He's got 11. Here's Peters. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Outside Garland. He takes it in. Pass to Erickson. Here's Keith, defended by Thompson. And it's Keith missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Here's Blackman. For the lead. And it's good on the lay-in. He's got 21.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Cleveland has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Pass to Garland. Fires from deep. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Timeout called. The Pelicans. Henderson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Thompson comes in for King. The Pelicans lead by 10. So for New Orleans right now, Thompson out there with Henderson. Then it's Owens, and it's Blackman in at the shooting guard. Thompson.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Back to Richardson. Pass to Şengün. Back to Richardson. Here's the three. Second chance effort. The three from Craig. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 5 assists in the game. Thompson outside. Here's King. Pass to Henderson. From the wing. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Tries from 6 feet. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And it's King missing. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Outside Richardson. The Pelicans pull it in. King's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Thompson. And Craig pulls it down.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Cox, defended by Thompson. Pass to Richardson. The Cavaliers again cannot hit on the break. Here's Henderson, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Here's King. Pass to Henderson. King, the pass to Owen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Şengün.
Man, good whistle there.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Keith's shot is good.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And Richardson comes to help. King, the pass to Owens. Here's King, guarded by Richardson. Clock at 6. And here's Thompson for 3. Knocks down the long J. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Now here's Richardson. To the paint. Kane misses.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Henderson, right side. Here's King. Pass to Owens. 4-3. He drops it from range. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Richardson with it. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Here's King. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. The Cavaliers trail by 18. The Cavaliers call timeout. The doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Erickson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Both good from the line that time.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
New Orleans leading by 16. Here's King. Pass to Blackman. Here's Owens. And here's Henderson. Launches it. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Kane's got 8 rebounds in the game. Cox, the pass to Erickson. Here's Keefe. Lets it go from deep. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's King. Thompson outside. And the three-pointer goes. Thompson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what we talk about, the tale of 2 halves. He has been outstanding out of the break.
Here's Erickson, 19-footer. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Şengün there. And his height helps a little too.
Henderson outside from behind the arc. And he goes in for the dunk.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Erickson, the pass to Keefe. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. The Pelicans lead by 19. Here's King. Oh, there's the alley! And the slam dunk by Thompson. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA. I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Pass to Keefe. It's picked off. There's the steal. This one for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Thompson outside. Pass to King. Out to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's King missing. Cavaliers trail by 15. Here's Erickson, defended by Thompson. Here's Erickson. There's the screen. To the left wing. Pass to Keefe. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Keefe's got 9 points now in the second half. Here's King. Thompson outside. missed shot. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 13. Here's Keith. Takes a 13-footer. Oh, the shot is off. New Orleans leading by 13. Here's King. Here's Thompson. There's a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's King. Oh, the shake. And it's in there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Outside Garland from downtown. Oh, no good. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Outside Henderson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pelicans.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Slim.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Shoots a 3. It's off. And here are the Cavaliers now. They're on an 11-2 run. Now Garland. Oh, off target from downtown. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Cuts off the pass. Driving to the basket.
Fourth, team foul.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes